Hello and welcome to the Autocar show. I'm here at the Fuji racetrack in Japan to take a look at a much awaited car in the Indian market, the Toyota Etios. Now, this is the cheapest Toyota that's going to be available in the Indian market. Let's take a closer look at this car.
Toyota has so far made upmarket cars. The Etios is the first time worldwide they will manufacture such a cheap car. In India, they will have some very formidable competitors. So, Toyota knew they had to get it right. In the bid to try and please every kind of customer, they opted for a very safe design. It's not something that will excite you, but it's a well-proportioned car. The design is a bit plain. The grille is typically Toyota, and the sharp curve of it, along with the creases on the bonnet, do give it some character. The side profile is pretty nondescript too, with only the door crease swooping up on the lower part, and the large 15-inch wheels giving it attitude. The rear could be mistaken for a Logan, which really isn't a good thing. It's a large flat boot. The good part about it, however, is the amount of space it has inside. You could pack a house into there and move. To spice things up, Toyota have added some flashes of chrome on the boot lid, side skirts and door handles, which were not initially planned, so we don't see them on this car, but will be available on production models.
Some people may find the interior a bit basic on this car, but frankly, it's got everything that you need and the quality is good.
If you haven't already fit your house inside the boot, there's more storage inside with plenty of cubby holes and a massive glove box big enough for a laptop. The look is pretty partisan. It's simple but cleanly laid out. The centrally placed dials with the white backlighting add a nice and unique touch to the Etios. The AC vents are cleverly placed in the center, which means effective cooling for rear seat passengers. This car is pretty much as well loaded as its competitors, but we did miss things like power retractable side mirrors. You also notice cost cutting when you look at the plastic quality in some of the areas and the single wiper.
Now this is the strong point of the Toyota Etios: space. The rear seat feels wide enough, there's loads of leg room, headroom is good, and frankly, I think this is class-leading space.
It is true, inside the space really astounds you. Now the rear seat can fit 3 abreast easily, and the front seats are possibly the most comfortable seats I've ever driven in. But that's not all.
Now it's not only the space that's impressive, even the seats are extremely comfortable, so long journeys will be easy ones.
Now under the hood, the Etios comes with an all-new engine.
The Etios sedan is going to be the first one that's launched in the Indian market. Now this is going to come with a 1.5-liter engine. It's quite a drivable engine. It's very refined as well. You know, it's the smooth engine that you expect from Toyota.
Twin cams and 4 cylinders, we expected a little more than 90 bhp from the Etios, but it really doesn't need it because this car has the advantage of weight, or rather, the lack of it. It's light, and that makes the engine feel quite peppy. It's not a punchy delivery, it's quite linear, but the spread of torque makes it very drivable. The low weight also makes it fuel efficient. Toyota are claiming a figure of 17.64 kilometers per liter. The Etios' suspension is set up more to carve through traffic than to fly up a twisty road.
The steering is light and easy, nice to drive in the traffic. We've not really been able to corner hard and find out how it feels. That we'll have to do once we get to the Indian roads.
However, speed up and the lack of dead center feel really doesn't inspire much confidence. The Etios is definitely happier carving through traffic in town.
It's raining outside today, and there is a lot of water noise being thrown up into the wheel well at the back. I think that requires a bit of better insulation. You know, if you're driving fast on the Indian road, especially in the monsoon, you will hear a lot of that noise filtering through. Otherwise than that, the car is really well insulated.
The conditions really did not allow us to get a feel of the ride quality, so it would not be fair to comment. But as I said before, the back seat is a comfortable and spacious place to be. Now, making the car was a big challenge, but what will be the bigger challenge for Toyota will be facing an entirely new set of customers with very different demands to the ones they've seen before. Value for money is a big factor in this segment.
Well, the weather really hasn't let up on us today, and a short course hasn't really allowed me to sink my teeth into the car, but I've got a pretty good first impression. Now, Toyota are bringing the hatch and the sedan into the Indian market. The sedan's coming first, so let's concentrate on that. 1.5-liter engine, very drivable, good quality interiors, but the thing that really impressed us about that was the space. This is class-leading space, full stop, and a large-size boot as well. It's not really maybe a great-looking car or got fancy interiors, but it's got all the equipment and it comes with everything that the Toyota brand stands for. It's safe, it's secure, it's sensible, it's refined. Key factor for its success will of course be the pricing in the Indian market.